Hey, in today's video, we're going to be setting up a waitlist page. So first of all, what is a waitlist page? A waitlist page can be useful if you are creating a course or a membership or any type of product. You want to be promoting that before it's actually open for sales. So especially if you're doing a live launch, like you're only selling for a week or 2 weeks or something, you want to be warming up your audience beforehand, before it's actually open for sales. A waitlist page gives people a place to enter their name and their email address. You can send them a couple emails before your sales are actually open and let them know more about what to expect. It just gives you a chance to warm up your audience, especially if it's new people getting on your email list. So then by the time you are actually selling your course or your membership, you've got people who are excited to buy. So we're going to go through the process of setting it up today. There are basically 5 steps. There is creating your opt-in page, landing page, your thank you page, an event, an email sequence, and a form, and then connecting it all together. So we're going to go through that right now. So this is my opt-in page. And up here, there's just going to be a little section telling them about the course, like the promise of the course, what they can expect to learn or gain from it. Within this section, there are 3 blocks. So you have a form block, an event, and a countdown. And we're going to be connecting each of these to the form, to the event in a couple minutes. But if you want to add those blocks to your landing page, you'll go to add content, and then you can see event here and form and the other one, countdown, right? So that's how you would create this landing page. We also have a thank you page, which just has a text block here saying, thanks, you're on the list. You can tell them I plan to launch in June of 2021, something like that, just to tell them a little bit more about what they can expect now that they're on the wait list. So next, we're going to create the event. So in Kajabi, you'll go to marketing and events. We're going to create a new event. And this event is going to be your cart open. So this is day 1 of cart open. Usually if you're running webinars, it's going to be the same time as your first webinar. So let's say June 15th at 10 a.m. is our cart open. Save. So that's it actually for creating the event itself. Next, we're going to build the email sequence around it. And I'm actually not setting up an email sequence in Kajabi. I'm creating some emails that are connected to this event. So if you're familiar with Kajabi, there are like broadcast emails and sequences and event email. There are a lot of different email types. The ones that I'm creating today are going to be connected to this event. So within the event, you'll go down to add email. And you have these options of when to send it. And the when field is going to be relative to that cart open event. So that's a static date. And when the emails go out is going to be based around that. Or actually, the first one is at time of registration. This is when somebody gets on the list, when somebody actually adds their name. So we're going to call it, you're on the list. Okay, so I just included in this email, thanks for showing interest in course, you're on the wait list. Tell them what to expect. I'll email you a handful of times between now and when I open up for sales. In the meantime, and now you can give them some other opportunities to follow you or engage with you, especially if these are new people on your list. This is a really great opportunity to introduce them to who you are. So if you have a blog, a podcast, if you're active on social media, you want to include all those links so that they can learn more about you. So we're going to save this. So everybody's going to get that email at time of registration as soon as they fill out that form. Now, the rest of your email sequence, it's really going to depend on how much time you have between creating your waitlist page and when you actually open up sales. Like in this example, we have 3 weeks. So I would email them like once a week, maybe leading up to to when you actually open up sales. So the next one we're going to create is going to be before the event. And I'm going to say like 15 days before. So this will go out around June 1st. So on this one, I'm saying, let me tell you a little about the course or about creating the course. You can give them a little like, behind the scenes sneak peek at you creating the actual content. Like if you want to take a picture of yourself while you're filming or while you're recording, something like that. Your waitlist list is going to be a little bit more, it's a warmer audience. They've already shown interest. So you can be a little bit more intimate with them, I think. And it makes them feel kind of special. You can also include some feedback in here or ask for feedback. And you could just simply ask them like, what are you most interested in learning about? Is it A, B, or C? You're increasing engagement here, which it's better for your email open rates if somebody is responding to your email. And it also just can be really helpful and constructive if you're still kind of building out exactly what's going to be included in your course. So you can do that. And I would do another, 1 or 2 emails, maybe before leading up to your cart open. I'm not going to go through that right now, but then your final email to this list is going to go at time of event. So this is going to be on June 15th at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. They're going to get an email that says, sales are now open. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense. But so you're going to include in the body of the email a little bit more about your course and then a link to the sales page. That's the important part. And then after this, they can get the same sales emails that the rest of your list gets. I would make this one a little bit special or more personalized, like, since you've already been along with me on this journey, I'm so excited to now finally unveil it to you, something like that. So that's all. And again, you'll add more emails to this, just depending on when you, like how much time you have. Another question. So this email, for example, the second email is scheduled to go out 15 days before event. If somebody signs up for the wait list 10 days before the event, they won't get this email. They will get the first one at time of whenever they register. But then the other ones that are scheduled relative to that cart open date, they won't get those unless they register before that day. So they won't get flooded with like 5 emails all at the same time. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we have our event, we have our email sequence, and now we're going to set up our form. So within Kajabi, you'll go to Marketing, Forms, New Form, and I'm going to call this Waitlist. Your opt-in settings, you're going to need to choose double opt-in or single opt-in. I recommend double opt-in. You will lose some people. It's enough of a deterrent that some people won't complete the process. But if you don't include double opt-in, you're going to be losing some people just later on who either aren't getting your emails or aren't a good fit for your list. There are pros and cons to both of them, so that you're going to have to figure out. For after submission, we're going to send the contact to a custom thank you page. We have already installed that page, so I'm going to select that. Waitlist, thank you. The only form fields you need are name and email. I wouldn't add anything else to that. And then here under automations, this is the part where you're connecting your form to your event and email sequence. So under automations, you'll go add automation. The when fields are pre-populated when this form is submitted. Then we're going to register to an event, that event being your cart open. So when somebody completes this form, they are registered to that event, and that kicks off that email sequence. Okay, so now we've got the form, the event, the email sequence, and now we're going to update our opt-in page with all those things that we just created. So I'm going to open up this section, go into the form block, and that form is waitlist. It says thank you page. You don't have to do anything there because we already set that up within the form. And the next sections, the event, you're going to select your event that is your cart open. It says title of event goes here. I will say change it to the doors will open on Tuesday, June 15th. Event description goes here. You don't have to include anything, but all right, get ready to change your life. And now we are selecting the event to count down to. And the reason that we're doing this, one is that it kind of increases some excitement when people land on this page. And two is so that we can redirect your waitlist page to your sales page automatically. Which I'll show you in just a minute, or actually, nope, that's what we're doing right now. So under your countdown block, you are selecting that event, your cart open event. Here, enable countdown action, and that little info icon will tell you what happens. So we are going to check to enable countdown action. After event, and you have some options here, we're going to go to a landing page, and I'm going to choose my course sales page and save. So what this means, we're going to preview this page now. What this means is that somebody's going to come here and they'll see, and you can move this section up. It might look better above the form or next to the form. Doors will open on here, and it gives them this countdown, 19 days, 23 hours. And get ready to change your lift. So as soon as it counts down, as soon as this countdown gets to 0, this page is going to automatically redirect to your sales page. So if somebody clicks a link to go to your waitlist page, this page pops up for like 2 seconds and then automatically redirects to your sales page. So, and this is really nice because on your cart open date, you don't want to be worried about redirecting pages or removing that countdown or anything. This means that it's happening automatically. You don't have to worry about it, which is really nice. So anyway, I hope that this was helpful. I think that one of the good things about setting up a waitlist page or going through something like this is that you're learning a lot about how Kajabi works and how all these different elements connect to each other. By creating your landing page, your event, form, email sequence, setting up that automation so that when somebody completes a form, they are registered to an event. you can apply that same framework to a lot of different things, like setting up a webinar registration or a challenge registration funnel, even a lead magnet. A lead magnet wouldn't have an event connected to it, but all the other elements are pretty much the same. So once you learn these principles, these like foundations, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to understand how to create these other parts of your marketing and make it be like exactly what you want it to look like. So anyway, I hope this was helpful.